Do you think it's time to move on past the Hillary Clinton emails?
I think we've put forward our report. Congress has a separate oversight authority and interest, and I'm not going to speak to what Congress should or shouldn't do.
Because again, I appreciate your work on this, and I think it was fair findings all around. But the only text messages that I really care about right now are the hundreds of people at home and across the country who are asking me, what in the hell is the Judiciary Committee doing right now? I mean, this is maddening. I don't know if my colleagues are checking your voicemails or checking your emails or checking your Twitter feed. People aren't talking about the goddamn emails. They're not. They're talking about kids separated from their mom and their dad sitting in cages on our southern border. And then they say, hey, Congressman Swalwell, which committee is responsible for that? And I tell them, well, it's the Judiciary Committee. Great, so when you get back to Congress on Tuesday, you guys are immediately going to look at why this is happening, right? No, we're having a hearing, I tell them, but our hearing is on Hillary Clinton's emails. You know how upsetting that is? That's upsetting to Republicans, Democrats, people who don't give a rip about politics. This is important. People should be held accountable for inappropriate behavior, Mr. Inspector General. And again, I appreciate that you're doing that. But our responsibility is to act on behalf of the American people. And we're not helpless. We're actually the one committee in Congress that is not helpless to act when families are being ripped apart. So I would ask Chairman Goodlatte, please interrupt me if you intend, when we conclude today, to hold a hearing on how we're going to prevent future families from being separated and reunite those who have already been torn apart. Mr. Gowdy, again, interrupt me if you have a plan for what we're going to do next, what I can tell my constituents. Because the only thing they care about right now is that the United States that they know is no longer a compassionate one.
The gentleman may be pleased to know that on the floor on Thursday, as soon as Thursday, there will be a bill to address the very problem the gentleman is talking about. But it has nothing to do with the importance of making sure that the Federal Bureau of Investigation does not repeat what it did in 2016 and into 2017.
In reclaiming my time, Mr. Chairman, I understand that's a partisan bill without Democratic support, and that did not come through this committee. Again, we have an opportunity to act now. I saw Mr. Meadows at the White House today, and Mr. Meadows, I was encouraged by what you said, that families shouldn't be ripped apart, but here we sit, we're asking questions.
Well, if the gentleman will yield,
yeah.
I have a nonpartisan bill that does not deal with a wall, does not deal with sanctuary cities that I introduced an hour ago. If he would like to co-sponsor with me,
let's work on
bring
that.
it.
Yeah,
we'll bring it together.
Let's work on that, Mr. Meadows, because my constituents, and I think all of our constituents, want to make sure that we show compassion, that we show heart, and that Congress acts. There's consensus on this issue. And it's just maddening that the one committee that has the responsibility to do something is focused on this.